At one point, you were selling stereo systems?
Yeah, bro. That shit crazy you said that. That's what I told you. I've been working since 11 years old, bro. Right? 11 years old. My mama, you know, straight hustler and single mother. So it was 4 of us. She wasn't about to buy no goddamn Jordans, no Nikes, none of that. And, you know, that was my thing. I used to see everybody at school with the shit. So I was like, I got to give me a pair of those. So when she opened up a shop, I just started working at it. It was a car shop. But she hired this dude that knew a bunch of shit about music, car audio, like how to put TVs in cars, like all type of fly ass shit. So he's the one that used to smoke weed. So I used to see this motherfucker smoke a blunt and get in his, he was from Cali. So he used to get in his own zone and just build the craziest of the craziest cars. So I would be right there with him, I think at 12. And then I told him, Mom, that's what I want to do. They were like, what? I was like, music. I was like, I want to fuck with the music. The music that you were hearing through the systems? Yeah, I was basically, I was thinking more about that music. I never knew I was going to come out to do actual music, be an artist. But I always had the music in me. So I started with that. Then I started working at a flea market, probably at 14. I was running the flea market shop, bro. Like installing the shit, doing everything. So probably at 14, I'm making what, in 2 days, I'm making $500-600. So to me, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, shit, no money, buying everything that I wanted. But to say everything, it's like my mom put us on that. She was a hustler. She had it. Child, she could have gave it to us. Right. But she was like, no, because I got all this shit to pay. And that's not showing you the morals of life. And that's what we learn. So now that's what we, you know, the nigga's successful, and I shout out to her. Yesterday was her birthday, so huge shout out to my mama. Jefita, that's what I call her. To your mama. Yeah, we was rock and rolling yesterday, but big 60, just imagine that. And that lady been through, I'm talking about everything, feds and everything. So that's where I get the whole thing of just working, but that how people know me is through King Kong. After the flea market, the owner of this big ass shop, bro, in Harwin came and got me. He was like, man, I've been hearing about you. Oh, you can sell and you speak both languages. I was like, yeah, because most of the people that buy this shit is Hispanics. The ones that's put in the systems and all that shit is black and brown. Basically, African Americans is here and your Mexicans. Like, you don't see too many people with that shit, like with the subwoofers, the TVs. Back then, it was real popular. Nowadays, all the cars come with it. But yeah, to cut the story short, man, that dude came and got me. I was 15 and 14. I had to ask my mom for her to come talk to him because he didn't believe me that I was able to work. Yeah, you could do it. He was like, man, I want to make sure that your mom is cool with this. With you working because you're only 14 years old. Yeah, because he was like, I can't even hire your little ass, but you're like so good, nigga. I gotta have you here. So I was like, but you know, I go to school, so I can only come after school. So it was a blessing that when all this shit happened, my mom business and everything, I took over the business. And then as I grew up, I ran that business too. So that's where I got the whole game of running business. That's why at 21, I wanted a fucking McDonald's. I was running the whole shops. I was like, shit, if I could run this shop and make this dude millions, why can't I run my own thing? Right. So that's why but I always had music playing. Even the owner used to be like, the fuck, the music, can you turn down when you always got to play music? I'm like, that's the point of this. We sell music. Like, we put music in cars. How we not going to play music? Yeah. So all day long, play 97.9, 97.9, 97.9, 97.9. And so you're listening to these artists, you're like, man. Yeah. Like I was that learning. First experience? You're like, what the, like. Well, the one that made me do music was my brother, Long Live Clap. He was doing the music. I just loved it so much that I started investing into the studio. Him, like the production. I was really into it. What I wanted to do was engineer. But he just kept fucking with me one day, telling me, you gonna write, you gonna get on the song, you better start writing. I was like, I'm not rapping. But I guess after so much of listening to music, like I had it in me, I just never knew. And he the one that brought it out of me, little by little, making me record. So then I would hear myself, people would hear, and they're like, man, your shit harder than him. I was like, get the fuck out of here. So it was like, nah, for real. And then my godson, he'll be jamming the shit out of me. So my brother used to be like, that's how I know your shit is gonna hit niggas. This nigga danced to it. He was a baby. Aww. So then whenever I started like more and more, like I see the people's results, like how they act, how they interact with me, or even when I answer back, bro, on my Instagram, I don't feel like I'm there yet or hit my peak yet. But people, I take that personal whenever it's like, man, you changed this, you don't know how I feel. And I just answer back, man, thank you. I just put an emoji. Man, they go bananas. I can't believe he fucking answered back. I'm like, why? It's like, that's the whole point. I want to keep that. Yeah. Keep that humble. Keep that being myself, and don't let this shit, change who I am. We never gonna change on the shit about money. We been having money. You can see, like, I'm walking around with money. So money is not a thing to us. That's not what we trying to do this for. Like, for chains, cars, jewelry, all this shit we trying to do this for a check, to make sure we're able to take care of our, our people, put everybody in a position, run this shit as a company, and run it right. That's all we doing. Trying to build this shit up to that stage right there. Not for no motherfucking jewelry, stupid shit like that. Like, I feel like all that come with you working. You working, you're not glorifying that shit. That shit come with it.
Yeah, it's gonna come.
Yeah, it come with it. Yeah, that shit ain't even half of what I got, and I don't even wear everything. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, when you have it, it's like, it's gonna come. The blessings gonna come as long as you're doing the right thing. You fucking up. You glorifying jewelry and material stuff. You ain't gonna get none of this shit. Yeah. Glorify the right things and do the right things, move the right way. That's it. But yeah, that's where a lot of people be like, hey, dude used to work at the radio, sell me radios. And I'm like, hey, yeah, that was me. I don't never be like, no, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Hey, yeah, that's me. Hey. Just to show people I've been grinding. I was in the wrong fields. Yeah. God finally put me in the right field, and he's like, okay. And that's what I feel like. I got a message. I gotta sit here and talk to people about the shit.